Hello,
Hey.
hello.
Hello.
Morning.
We're live.
Yes, we are. Hi, everyone. Welcome.
We are.
Time for life. And today we're really happy to have with us Lisa, Joy, and Julie. Is it Julia or Julie?
Julie. Well, it's Julia, but I always just go by Julie. So yeah. Not fancy enough for Julia.
And thank you, Beth. And Beth is how are you today, Beth?
Doing good, thank you. Doing well. Welcome.
Happy to see you with your lovely red lipstick on.
And that green, I love that green on you. It's so good.
Thank you. I love the red. I just love it.
I wonder if I go out on the porch where everyone will behave now. Things get temporarily quiet.
Are you kidding? You're doing it live. They're not going to behave. See what I mean?
Hey, this is true too. Not thought of that part.
Neuro is here. Hello, Neuro. Hi, Sushi.
Oh, all my good friends.
Yes.
So since I only have my phone, I won't get to see the comments on Substack. So
I wasn't gonna do that either, but now I'm.
The laptop is officially dead.
Yeah, Restream is good because it allows to be more than 3 people, but it's harder to right now I have the chat on my tab and I'm like trying to follow and not
there's a bigger delay.
Sorry, Tracy, Mary, hello everyone.
Hello everybody. I'm trying to type everybody's names. I'm like, just hi.
No.
I understand that. That first rush when people come in is always
Sometimes the spelling gets creative looking because you're trying to do it really fast to say hi to people.
Yeah,
definitely.
Julie, you're close to neurodivergent hodgepodge, huh?
Yeah. We hung out. Yeah, we hung out. It's fun.
Nice.
She's very good people.
She seems to be. I've only seen her online though. Seems to be very good people.
Take your word.
Oh, lucky you're able to do arts.
Yeah, that's something you have to turn on, right? To do it though on your
Mac.
In the magic of technology.
Yes. It's just magic.
It is.
So does that mean mine won't work?
I don't know. You have to have it turned on your. It has to be a
magic. But it counts. It counts because I felt.
I guess I'm not keeping up with the room.
And Neuro says that I'm cat shaming.
There's a cat on the laptop at this point.
Oh. Neuro says that I'm cat shaming because I blame the cat for ruining my laptop, but I had the water sitting next to it without a top on it. So.
Yeah. Oh, and laptops and water. Oh.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
This is the bitey cat that hurts me. That's on the laptop.
I mean, that's great. We're all animal lovers here. So we were just before the show started telling to each other how many animals we have. And
I only counted the indoor ones.
Oh,
you're right.
I only counted the indoor animals.
Okay. So what? 7 cats, 2 dogs, and outside?
2 horses and 10 chickens.
Oh, and 50 other chickens that you created.
Oh yeah, the crocheted ones.
Yes, there are a gazillion of those.
Yes, you probably need to show.
I love it.
So, yeah.
Chickens, a few ravens, some bees.
There's an emotional chicken.
They're amazing. We're gonna talk about that. Go ahead, Beth.
I was gonna say I hope we're gonna talk about those.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
I love it.
On Time for Life. Oh, look at that. Oh,
they're so cute.
I brought some yarn to entertain myself and maybe explain a little bit about how it works.
Well, and Neuro named one.
No.
Salt and Pecker.
Those are great.
I felt bad that all of my bunnies. I did floppy ears. See, my granddaughter. I started out with the chickens. Well, my granddaughter kept stealing my yarn, so one day I decided to make her an egg. And then she came up before school one day and said, "You have to put eyes on the egg." Well, when I put the eyes on the egg, it needed a nose, and when I put a nose on the egg, it needed feet. And well, gee whiz, it looked like a bunny rabbit by that point. So I had to add ears and a tail, and my egg turned into a bunny.
That's so cute.
And now
I
it
love
needs
that the
a
tail
little
looks
bunny.
fluffy.
Well,
It
see,
needs a
then
little
I
bunny
felt bad that I
house.
didn't have upright ears.
I love
So
that too.
I made an upright ear bunny to go with the floppy bunny.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're
No.
so
I
cute.
love it.
And she makes
then
it up as she goes. I mean, she
granddaughter is
started with
crazy.
patterns, and then she just does what she wants.
Well,
It's clever.
the ones I'm showing now have never had a pattern. They just.
Yeah.
My granddaughter then came up from school another day and said, "Grandma, you need to make one with the really big eyes." Well,
Mhm.
putting eyes this size on a bunny this size would be scary looking.
Yeah.
So I had to make a bigger bunny.
It would be a bug.
So and so ended up with a bigger bunny.
Perfect evolution for Easter, says Sushi.
Yeah, pretty
Absolutely.
much. And then some people mentioned wanting bees.
I love those so
So
much.
this one I was looking for velvet, and this is the best yellow I could find so far for affordable velvet. But then I started out using Bernat blanket. This was one of my
Oh,
first
cute,
bees,
huh?
and since they're bigger, I even gave it a stinger.
Oh,
So-
it's so sweet. I find I told her that's hard. Like
That
in
is so
French, I would say,
creative.
you're an artisan. Artisan.
An
Mhm.
artisan, yeah.
And Lisa is pretty good at French too. Like
Un petit peu. I've forgotten 99% of it over the years, unfortunately.
yeah, but your accent is really good. Like we could tell you practice.
Oh, thank you.
No, she does.
I took French in high school and then again in college. So off and on, like 7 years of French study.
That's
But
more. That's
30
more
years
than
ago.
the majority of people. So
Yeah.
Sure.
Like I said, though, 30 years ago, decades of no one to talk to makes it really hard. I can still read French pretty good. I will say that, but I don't trust my verb tenses anymore, and I don't trust my recall to speak well quickly. Sometimes I will actually get French documentaries on just to try to practice my listening
Yeah.
because I do
I was
regret
French
losing it.
kissed. So there's that. There's that.
There you
That's
go.
as far as I got. That's as far as I got. And fries.
That's the
Yeah.
fun part, though. You know.
My tripod's fighting me today.
So, ladies, I want to first tell you usually how it goes on Time for Life, but I think Julie, you knows we asked and Lisa, I think you might have seen a few of those episodes.
I
We
have.
asked our guests first to present themselves and what they're doing on Substack, blah blah blah, and then usually what brings you joy, and then after that, how do you create that space for joy? So we named the episode "Joy on the Porch" because obviously
we
started
should go
to
on
get
the
to
porch.
see you guys on the
Yeah.
bedtime on the porch, and I
Right.
thought it was so original. And
Mhm.
It started that way. I'm going to walk us out.
All
there.
her fault. Yeah. This is.
It's all my fault.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't like my appearance much. The whole thing on women that we're told we have to be thin, beautiful, and young. I don't fit those quantities anymore. This is the porch.
I don't either.
This is the porch.
I did for like 6 months when I was about 17, I think.
Yeah,
I did,
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a windy day.
Yes.
This is not a good thing.
But look how pretty.
I'll
Isn't
have
that fun?
have to move my hair to the other side of me so the wind can catch it the right direction.
your camera ready.
Yeah.
I am on 12 acres here.
Oh, beautiful.
I downsized. There were several things that happened on the old farm, and when I downsized, I bought enough acreage. My horses aren't broke. They're both registerable, but only one of them is registered actually. Egyptian, one's an Egyptian Arabian, the other's a Polish Arabian. And so when I moved here, I had to buy enough acreage that they could graze acreage, so I didn't have to afford to pay a lot for food for them, because I couldn't afford to board them and I couldn't afford to feed them if they didn't have pasture. So when I downsized,
Wow.
I had a minimum acreage I had to buy so my horses could eat. Because a horse that isn't broke isn't worth anything. It doesn't matter how well bred they are.
Hmm.
Nobody wants to pay to feed an animal that's gorgeous that doesn't do anything with as much as a horse costs.
So
And
if
I
they
don't
aren't broke, do they let you borrow money?
no.
Oh,
They just cost money.
they have money.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Now, I wish they had money, then I could afford to feed them easier.
Broke ass
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
going through this whole thing with tell them what you have to do with the little cubes of what was it?
Oh, well, see, I rather than buy, the first year I was here, I bought hay in ahead of time, and I bought enough hay to feed them every day for 3 months. And I didn't need all that hay, but I couldn't tell how much I'd need. And is this too loud behind me?
The wind
Um,
chimes, the chimps.
yeah.
No,
There's
that's fine.
okay. The breeder who gave them to me, they were gifted to me. I didn't buy them. Um, it is awful windy for me though. And yeah, this was the porch, but it's too windy this morning. Sorry.
Yeah, but don't
There's
get
a
too
reason
sick.
Dot shows up in parentheses so much on my podcast is because during the days when it's like, the weather isn't going to cooperate
Yeah.
on the porch today. There's just too much too much nature in the porch.
It's beautiful.
It
I think
is.
it's the beginning. Everybody falls in love with the swing, though. It's like,
Oh yeah.
oh yes. Hmm.
Yes, the swing and the
Mm-hmm.
peacefulness and the nature.
And
And
when
the
But
sky
did
at
you say that
night.
it started? Like when did it start? Like
well, Mason, she asked me, she said that she'd like to do a live with me one day. And I'm just sitting out on my porch doing nothing. And she messages me to do a live to show her my horses. And that kind of introduced me to going live on Substack. Before that, I hadn't done it on my own. And then it was the right time of year where the chickens wouldn't go in on time. And so I got bored and I started showing up when I was putting my chickens to bed. And then I started hanging out, talking to people, and I've lost Julie. Did everyone lose Julie?
that's what I'm maximize because I'm just gonna check.
And so I ended up starting to talk to people on the porch at night, waiting for my chickens to go to sleep. Oh, we've lost her entirely.
Oh,
And my face is really.
Oh my God, we see all of us
I'll
again.
check the chat.
Yeah. And so the chickens and everything, I just started talking to people, and then I ran out of stuff to say, so I started reading my old writing to people. Then we started doing writing prompts, and it evolved into what it's become. And it was
I love
never
that.
It wasn't really intentional. But I kind of like where it's gone, but I never set out and said, okay, I am going to do this. That how it happened. It literally was someone saying, oh, well, show me your horses. And I got out my phone and I walked around and showed her the horses. And then one thing led to another. And that's how the porch started. And that's why it's on the porch, is because when I can, when the weather cooperates, I get on my porch because people like. It's funny, even without being on the porch, someone the other day who was new said, wow, this is like just sitting around on someone's front porch and visiting for a while. And it kind of still permeates everything. And as the weather changes, I'll be back on the porch when I can again. So that's why the knot was in parentheses, because I never planned to completely move it from the porch. So when I saw the house in the picture, I didn't realize the size of the screen porch was as big as it is. It's as big as my living room and dining room together. It's huge.
Okay.
Up, she's gone again.
No, I'm trying to get her to come back, but her camera won't show. So
my camera says it's off, but it's not.
okay.
So she might have to. There's a camera button to the left.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to close your browser and come back. Just like you did before. Just like close everything and come back in the stream.
Yeah, I can't run Restream on my laptop. It freezes it up. I have to do only phone.
Thank you, Julie. So we're just gonna.
Poor Julie.
Yeah.
But I kept running out of things to say. And I met Julie in another stream, and she was She helped me put my dog to sleep
Oh my God.
in July. He kind of became my service animal
There you
over
go.
time
Yeah.
after my kidney failure and the death of my husband. So he was really special, and he was failing.
Hmm.
And Julie said to me, because I said something about how I would have put him down already, and she said, "So if you could afford to, would you want to?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she helped me pay to put my dog down, and that was just an amazing gift because he
That's
was,
very kind.
yeah, he was 14, 15 years old. And when I got him there, I was scared to death that maybe it was something that was treatable that I couldn't afford to treat, but he was in liver failure. So it was definitely time. And he's buried over by the tree line, actually, which my son, it was so funny because it was July, I think. So it was very hot in Missouri. And my son was helping bury him. And I felt bad because he was digging the hole. And, my dog, I should bury it. And he stopped me. He goes, "Mom, he was my dog first." Because we got Hank when my son was like 11.
Oh.
And he's like, "Mom, no, this is my dog too." And he did most of the digging because it was very hot that day. And it was a deep hole. And everyone kept saying, "You should cremate him." And I'm like, no, I bury my pets. I don't cremate my pets. And Hank, I wrote a eulogy for him, or a remembrance on Substack, and I didn't want to keep Hank. He was taught to play rough when he was a cute little yellow fluff ball, and then he got big size, and his people dumped him at my church the week before Christmas. And he was so afraid of being left behind that one time when we didn't get him to go inside before we left, my husband was coming home and I was leaving, and he found the dog almost 2 miles from our house following the tracks from my car, even though I left him at home. And he was so afraid of cars at that point, he would scream if you tried to put him in one.
Oh.
And I realized after the fact that I couldn't have left him, that his inability to get left behind. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's
I
tough.
had, it's been a year.
Well,
But it does touch on your own feelings of abandonment and stuff. I mean, that's how it is
That's
for
probably
me too.
true too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay.
So am I. It's
It's really interesting. It just takes a while. I deal with chronic pain constantly, and it messes up your emotional regulation.
we have to have you on chronically illing out because we know what it's like. Like
It does.
also
it does.
dealing with chronic pain, and it changes everything.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So anyhow, I sent the exact quote to Julie when I heard it. My niece gave me her anime Crunchyroll login, and I was watching this one anime. It's Frieren After the Journey Ends, and in it, elves are practically immortal, and she's over 1,000 years old, and she went on this hero's journey. And the hero fell in love with her, but recognized that she was solitary and didn't even tell her in words. And as she's watching the two young apprentices of herself and one of the people that went with her, and seeing them fall in love, there's all these flashbacks to things the hero did with her and her recognition of what really happened. And he said that because they were asking about all the stupid things they were doing. And he said that it isn't, it isn't where you're going. Joy is found in the journey. Joy is found even in the hard things, in how you look at them.
Oh, I have to mirror myself. Wait.
Enjoy your journey. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
This is a sign.
it's one of those things where it isn't joy. Well, see, I was taught years ago in Christian indoctrination that happiness is based on what happens. Happiness is happenstance, and joy is a choice. And joy isn't necessarily about happy feelings. It's about finding meaning in all of it. You
Mhm.
can go through hard things if they have a purpose. And sometimes you have to look for that purpose, and sometimes you don't see it for years later. My father, he died of cancer, but had a disease called dominant hereditary ataxia, and he had a very rough life. He grew up in a violent home.
Mm.
His first wife died when she was 29. His second wife was a disaster. Lots of things. And when he was about 6 months from his death, he was talking to me one day, and he said, there were so many things in my life that were hard, but looking back, I can see how they prepared me to serve someone else, to help someone else, to encourage someone else. He said, nothing I lived didn't have purpose. And
Mm.
so when I get in the bad parts, sometimes friends drag me out. Thank God for friends. Julie's been almost rabid sometimes about grabbing me when I'm starting down the decline and going, you can't go there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm a
Sooner or later I'd probably work it out on my own too. But there's purpose. And if we don't lose fact of this, like this, the fact that we are always interconnected, that we always can help each other, even the hardest parts of our life prepare us to be there for others, and it's worth living. So
I can imagine also Julie being like, I mean, by the way, I mean, look at Julie, pink, that smile, those curls. I mean,
she's everybody's favorite grandmother until you start hearing her favorite serial killer person and stories she writes. And then you're like, holy heck, who is this woman writing this?
Literally
Her
laughed
first writing
through the
prompt,
whole
she
first one.
disemboweled somebody in her front room. I mean,
it's so beautiful though how you found each other. I mean,
yeah, it is
totally accidentally and random, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it kind of feels a little bit like that with Beth as well. I mean, it's like
it does.
It's random, but you click on things and
then
you're crazy clicks with somebody else's crazy, and it's a perfect match.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good match.
I'm one of those awkward people, believe it or not, and it's been amusing or fascinating depending on the day, where I sit there and I'll say things and expect people to go, oh, you're such a weirdo, and they'll go, oh my God, you too? And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not as crazy as I think I am. The thing is, none of us ever admit how crazy we are.
Oh, I admit it all the time.
Yeah. I'm pretty transparent.
Yeah.
And what is crazy, but if not just a concept, like it can mean anything.
I call crazy the average of everyone else's insanity. I mean, if you look at normal and you look at it from a mathematical perspective, it's a type of average. You look at average and you look at everyone else's craziness is what is average to the human experience. So all of us are a little nuts. It's just whether or not we're honest about it.
Yeah.
I consider myself to be above average on this. Crazy.
Above average crazy or above average in general?
It's above average insanity. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm better at crazy than you are. That kind of thing, right?
Yeah, there we go. My kind of crazy is a lot more interesting.
Oh my God.
Kind of crazy rode a motorcycle when she was 16. Forget cars.
What's that?
Oh, wow.
My first car was a motorcycle.
Oh,
I love it.
My dad said you have to pay your own insurance. It was $132 or something every 6 months for a motorcycle, and it was $130 a month to get on the family's car insurance.
I'm just going to say one thing quickly to the chat. Martin, this is not a place. We don't discuss politics today. We're discussing things that bring us joy. We're not talking about anything that's doom and gloom. So yeah.
There are plenty of political podcasts going on right now that they could go visit. There's like 7 or 8 of them active.
Yeah, right now it's just like that's all there is on Substack. So
Martin, hey Martin, you sound like you might be a little stressed out because you're coming over here to chat with us, and we see that there's an issue, but we're not here to talk about that today.
Yeah, but I mean,
okay.
Thank you for sharing and participating, but yeah, we're just gonna focus on other stuff. So
yeah, it's a little break time right here from all the bad stuff.
Let's hear what Julie's story is, since I actually don't know her necessarily her exact origins on Substack. Just her history with me.
My what?
Your exact origins on Substack.
I guess I just came over for some good reading, when I learned about it.
Oh, I got here too.
And then I thought, okay, well, I'll put some of my blog stuff on here. And then, I mean, mostly, I guess I haven't made a real big point of myself writing and stuff. I enjoy everybody else and read everybody else's stuff and watch everybody else's, lives and things. But it's been a really nice community because I'm a lot a loner, honestly, and I'm so ecstatic to live alone after trying to live with my daughter and her wife. Honestly, I'm so happy to live alone.
I miss living alone already at times, yes.
Yeah. So, and then, I mean, I write some, but yeah, and then Lisa and I stumbled on each other, and it was made to be, I guess,
Oh, and you guys have such a fun podcast because it's like, you see the ink, you're like, okay, well, do I have time? Do I want to go? Okay, it's bedtime on the porch. So in my case, it's like 9:30 at night, I think. Like, so I'm already in bed,
Yeah.
So depending if I'm gonna be, because when I get into chats, I start getting excited and I go, blah, 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 and then I can't sleep, right? So
Right.
It depends on the day.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, because it starts at 6:30 here, since I'm on the West Coast. So yeah.
One of the reasons it's so long is so people can come in and visit for half an hour and leave.
Yeah. Come and go.
I wanted people to be able to come by and spend some time. And if they have, 2 hours, they can have the whole hour and a half, 2 hours that we're on, but they don't have to be there. I mean, it's not like I have a topic that gets discussed for X hours. It's
yeah.
We're going to talk about everything and anything. Someone might read some stuff. Yeah, it's very random in some ways.
It's great because it's just
I love it.
Yeah, it's just like people getting together. It's a nice just way to be social, nice way to end your evening.
And we try to avoid the downers. Sometimes we get there accidentally, but we try to avoid them.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
In fact, sometimes we'll have to stop each other and go, no, bad topic, go away.
Yeah,
No topic.
That's also where I have seen what brings something. Well, I don't want to take a spoiler alert, but what brings Lisa joy and Julie is like you're such a good cheerleader. You're like in the sense that because Julie does crochet, like crochet or crochet in English, but she makes all those fluffy, puffy animals. Like I don't know the name it, but they're so amazing. And I've actually ordered a cat. So.
Amigurumi. I finally learned how to say it right. Amigurumi. Yes.
Amigurumi.
It's only taken me
AMIGURUMI.
You have to type it in.
Okay. Herself has left me my laptop, so I can probably do that now.
Good.
The Porch Hangout, beautiful concept. Yep.
Okay, let me get back here. Yep, Monica got it.
Oh, thank you, Monica. So how did you come up with that name?
It's a Japanese name. It pretty much means crocheting stuffed animals in English. it's
awesome.
All right.
Though very rarely, some of them will use half double crochets, double crochets, and so forth. It's pretty rare because you stuff it, so you want really close stitching. So if you
Mhm.
know anything about crochet, you mostly use single crochets and then double crochet and or they call them increases and decreases. Like you'll crochet two stitches together and turn it down to
I
one.
knit.
She knits, and I've never learned to knit.
Mm-mm.
But it
I've
looks
been.
so
I
similar,
don't
right?
like.
Like you're
Huh?
holding two sticky and you're just
Yeah, she's got a little loop
Very
thing. That
accurate.
What
Right.
were you
Yeah.
doing, So? What was this, So?
Now she's
What was
showing the
that
fact
movement you
see,
That's
just
she's got
totally
it
how
on
it works.
they're connected and it crochets
Okay.
into the middle of it, or it knits into the middle.
Okay.
It's really cool.
I admire making stuff with sticks.
I
So-
know. I mean,
But
she sculpts. She sculpts, literally
It
sculpts.
is sculpture. It is an art.
stitches. Yeah.
Now
and-
you
and
have to show how many chickens you have. Because
Oh,
I have
yeah,
to show
oh my gosh.
because what
All
happened
the
is it
things.
started with emotional support chickens, and that started with her hiring me to make a puppy dog for her grandson.
it's so
And-
awesome to call it an
Yes,
emotional
yes.
support chicken.
I used to-
Yes, I found the pattern. I didn't like it perfectly. Let's see. This is my desk at the moment. It's a bit of a disaster because I wanted because you said you wanted to see some of them. So
Oh
I
yes.
was like, well, okay, I will sit at my desk because I've got all these collections here. This is my son's fattest cat. And there's some chickens here. They run between 15 and 25, 25 for the really big ones. And then there's some more chickens and some
You're a
more
chicken, they're a
chickens.
chicken. Everywhere,
And
chicken.
then there's chickens here and here. And I finally started putting them on the piano because I ran out of flat spaces. And now the cats keep knocking them down. So there's just a few chickens. If people want to order a chicken, I have plenty already made and ready to go.
And all kinds of colors and patterns. And like, this is
Yes.
one kind of yarn that it knits up like this, so cute. And then this one, I
Yeah.
just love
I
her
love it.
little face. Look at her little face. She has an attitude.
Oh,
Right?
my goodness.
Love it.
So
Yeah.
They're
I-
so
fun.
cute.
So fun.
I found some blue yarn on sale the other day.
I love that. That's so
Made
pretty.
a blue chicken.
And some of them stripe. It's crazy.
Original, yeah.
And then I made a blue bunny to
Mhm.
go with the granddaughter loves to give me marching instructions a lot of mornings.
Yeah.
Grandma, she will get out the eyes and everything and set everything out and go,
Oops. Maybe she punched her.
And Lisa and I have clearly very exciting lives because we spend an unusual amount of time going, "Ooh, did you see this yarn? Oh, go look at this yarn." You know, because we look at all
She's
the
back.
different colors
Oh
and
my
patterns, and
I am so
trying to
sorry
see
about
how
that.
they work out.
I went to plug you back in and I accidentally brushed my thumb against something and it knocked me into a different app.
Ooh,
And it didn't let me go back straight into Restream. When I
funny.
re-hit the Substack, I had to like go back to the link and
Oh, funny. Well, you did it
Um,
quickly, much more quickly than I did.
but anyhow, like someone I was making these and it's really hard without some practice to start working in velvet. And I accidentally missed some stitches and it gathered at the top. And so I showed my first error to somebody. They go, "Oh my God, it's a raven. I want one."
Oh,
Yeah,
So
I was just gonna ask if that was
Yes.
a raven.
And so then I started making little miniature birdies instead to be baby ravens, and they're made out of velvet, and I use black because they have black beaks and little dark eyes, and
so
so
everyone
forth.
in the
I love
audience,
it.
we will share
want
your
one.
because I believe we can reach you on your Facebook page.
They
Just
they
make sure
they
that.
can also just message me on Substack.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Pretty easy.
right now, I my daughter-in-law is working on a website for me, but it's not built completely. But I do Venmo.
That is
PayPal,
fantastic.
and I can ship things. I just don't have a real website yet. So, but
I want the little bees and the little bunnies, and so I can hang them on a tree. I think they'd be so adorable, like a whole
But
bunch
yeah.
of little bees and stuff. The small
here's
ones.
here's my
Mhm.
smallest bee. It's done with what they call worsted weight yarn, which is the stuff most people think of when they think of yarn. The little,
Yeah.
4-ply stuff grandma crocheted with. And these are made with that thick stuff they call chenille yarn. Vernat blanket is what I
Mhm.
use a lot because I know it's going to be sturdy. And that way I can crochet bigger stuff without too much effort. And
That's adorable.
it is, isn't it?
She like figures out the striping. She figures out, just kind of makes
I
it up
get
as she
picky.
goes.
Like
Wow.
I've started your cat's head and torn it apart 3 times because I know that the cat you wanted was the cat I made for my granddaughter, which is a much bigger head than the one I made with not a lot of yarn because I just wanted to make a sample for myself. And so yeah,
Monica's
Monica, go ahead and like
like a
follow
window
or
shopping.
subscribe. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it?
Oh,
I made a velveteen rabbit for myself, though somebody wants to buy it.
Yeah.
They haven't paid me yet, but I made myself a velveteen
Oh
bunny.
my gosh.
So sweet,
So
huh?
I always wanted a velveteen rabbit.
And aren't you
And
working on a fox too?
I actually was looking at buying yarn for a fox. I haven't made
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Well, that'd be
Um,
fun.
Everyone
a
thought
fox.
my
My
much
daughter
too small.
saw the cats and she says, "Mom, I want a fox." I'm
Yeah,
like, well,
yeah.
first let
Yeah.
me ask about the cat.
The yarn for the fox would be about $25. I went out and priced a nice rust color in a white and a black because they have little black feet, and then they're mostly orange rust color with a white on their muzzle and their chest would be the best way. I'm not going to be able to do the black tip fur look,
Mhm,
but I can do enough color matching that you could go, oh, that's supposed to be a fox.
mhm.
And I'm still gonna keep tweaking my ear design for cats and other pointy-eared animals. I didn't like my. Should I go get my granddaughter so I can explain why I'm crazy?
I love it. I love it.
I love it too. I
Oh,
know I'm
yeah.
the one that said, "Ooh, I want to see what it looks like if you make standy up ears on the bunny," because I think it's just kind of cute. All the floppy ears and then a couple of the standy
my
up
granddaughter's
ones.
birthday's next week,
It's so pretty.
and
So
she wanted me to make this cat. She wanted it all in blue, but I didn't have a lot of blue yarn, so I did yellow. But she said you have to give it blue feet then. So this is my granddaughter's cat. And I didn't like how the face is just this round thing with pointy ears. So I started working on shaping the face better to try to
Oh,
give it more. And
Mm.
so I was crocheting the head for you, the cat that I'm doing for you, for a second time or third time. I don't know how many times I've restarted the head. And Lombok came and laid down on the bed. And I'm like, Lombok, sit still. And I started crocheting again, trying to follow the contours of his face. And then I realized that his face would be way too small to put on a cat this size. And I
Yeah.
tore it all apart again just before I got online here.
aw. See,
So, because
I
I
mean, an
tried.
artist will just, go for details and try to just make it the way they see it. And I mean,
Well,
just the
so that's the
time that
artist.
you're spending, that's a lot of,
Yeah.
that's a lot of
Because she's an
love.
How
artist,
long?
so
How long does it
she
take?
pays more attention
How
to
long-
detail.
Absolutely.
How long does it take you?
It depends
to
on what
make
it
one?
is. This cat
Like a
took me about
chicken.
a day and a half of fairly consistent
Wow.
crocheting.
Wow.
So this was about 10 hours or so.
That's quick. I mean, you're
Um,
fast.
Yeah, she's fast.
Yeah,
That is
I get
fast.
obsessive and then don't do anything else for a while.
I think she's maybe crochets in her sleep. I'm not sure.
No, I don't sleep. I sleep 5
I
hours or
don't
less a
sleep.
night, so there's plenty of extra time.
Mm.
Well, the lack of sleep can definitely sort of
Yeah.
explain. I'm crazy all the time. No, I'm just this coming from someone who knows. Like
Well,
sleep
I
and
have,
me are not friends. So
yeah,
That's
I
too
have
bad. That's
interstitial
hard.
cystitis, and nocturia gets me up about every 2 hours. So I haven't slept.
Mm.
I had one day recently where I slept for 6 hours. I was astonished. I woke up and I'm like,
Oh, I bet.
what happened to me?
Probably felt like a new person, huh?
Yeah.
Monica, it
I
says
didn't
this is
sleep
so
last night.
fast. It takes me a
No.
couple of hours just to make a dishcloth.
Well, the chickens take me about the easy part. I mean, the basic body takes me like 2 hours, maybe. But the little fiddly and finishing it off takes like another hour or so. So $20 by the time I'm done paying for the eyes and the yarn and everything, I'm paying myself about $5 an hour, which isn't much. But I figure something this size, no one's going to pay more than about $20 for it because it's not very big. So I don't pay myself much to do this, but it pays for the yarn. And I told Julie the other day, this is my version of running in place. This is where my anxiety will go because it lets me keep moving without moving.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
I love that.
it's my anxiety therapy.
That's good, though.
Obviously, I need a lot of therapy.
We all
Mhm.
do.
But-
We all do.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is tomorrow.
I've had therapy for enough years that it can actually, it's old enough to go out drinking by itself now.
Nice.
It's been like, so long. Yeah.
If I had been in therapy since the first time I started therapy, my therapy would be 40 years old. Over
Wow.
40.
That's older than mine.
Yeah.
I should have
When I
went to
started I was
therapy.
pretty darn young.
25 years, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
about.
I was like 10 the first
Good
time I was
stuff.
in therapy.
That's
and
young.
11. So
I mean, it means it's not your choice when you're 10. Somebody sends you, or your parents, or your.
right. My mom died when I was 8. And I ended up in an abusive situation and began acting out. And rather than saying, oh, maybe it's because I'm picking her up by her hair and things, my stepmother said, oh, she's obviously having trouble adapting to her mother's death. Let's put her in therapy. So that
kind
was
of person can't take responsibility for what
No,
they're doing. No.
And she was getting her master's in psychology at the time.
Right? Mind
So
blown.
talk about head games. The woman
Yeah.
was, oh man,
Mhm.
she was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's who my dad married. And in his defense, apparently I didn't find this out until I was in my 20s. At my mother's funeral, my mother's 3 sisters and her mother cornered my father and said, if we don't like the way you're raising your daughters, we will take them.
Oh.
He said, I just buried my wife and they're threatening to take the rest of my family away. And he was a state trooper, so he worked swing shift. You can't find good babysitting for that.
Yeah.
His oldest daughter was not even 9 yet. So he married
So
the
the
babysitter.
perfect answer is to marry a crazy woman. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Well,
perfect.
she was a teacher and she volunteered to watch us for him. So we wouldn't have to go back and forth to my grandmother's. It was an hour and a half each way every weekend to switch caregivers. And so she was a divorcee. He was a good looking man. And she figured, I mean, I swear to God, she said, oh, look, I can swoop in and save this man and marry him and have this perfect life. And I think part of her problem was it wasn't what she expected it to be either.
Well, I'd like to point out, too, she was a teacher that nobody liked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one said they were sorry my mother died. When the engagement announcement showed up in the newspaper, I had multiple children going, we're so sorry. We're so sorry.
Can you imagine?
She was that bad of a teacher. Everyone hated her as a teacher. They were like, oh, I'm so sorry. She's going to be your stepmom. This was terrible. You know?
And you had sisters as well? Like you had
I had a sister.
A sister.
She's 14 months younger than me.
Okay.
And then there was she had a daughter. So there was a stepsister then that I also was growing up with. But yeah.
Oh, that's
so he had a rough life.
Well, and she was special too. The stepsister.
Yeah.
She
kept begging me to unalive myself because I was too embarrassing to be related to.
Right? Yeah, that's one does.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
some crazy
I thought everyone hated me in school. They worked very hard to convince me of that. It was so weird when Facebook became a thing because all these people tracked me down from high school going, oh, you were my favorite friend and such and such and such as I'm like, you liked me? You know, it just totally blew my mind because I thought everyone hated me.
That's hard.
I was constantly told everyone hated me. And it's like, wait, don't hate me? Wow. You know, it's just like this revelation.
Yeah.
Tragic.
It's awful how much we believe that people feed us, you know?
Yeah. Especially with your kid. I mean, everything starts there. So, you know, it's putting down the basis of your personality as well. So
Yeah.
I
Well, your personality, from what I read, is mostly formed by age 4.
well, there's
Um,
I would say it's your temperament. I mean,
Mhm.
your temperament is there, and then you have all the nurture that comes in. But I mean, if you have I don't want to say an evil stepmom, but sort of like if
Oh, she played on that trope too. It was interesting.
In
It really
that case, it was anti-nurture.
was.
Yeah.
Well, it was
well,
And
funny.
so,
She was
not a
punishing
wicked
me
for
for
good
something
situation.
that I didn't deserve when I was 9, and I decided she was an absolute idiot as a mother, and I wasn't going to listen to a thing she tried to teach me or raise me with. I was like, you know what? This woman's an idiot, and I'm never going to listen to a thing she tells me.
That's pretty wise for that age,
I was
That's
like
really
9. I'm like,
wise.
this woman doesn't know what she's doing,
That's good. Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
it's interesting how sometimes we get raised a certain way, and we're like, I'm not gonna do that with my kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think all of us do that. I think
Mhm.
in fact, I used to tell my kids, you're going to grow up and be on your therapist's couch going, if you knew my mother, you'd understand why I'm such a mess. I said, I
Aw.
said, I know I'm going to be responsible for years of therapy of you. I'm sorry in advance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And probably most, thank you. Oh, you're trying to get your dog to come back?
You're live on the internet,
No,
by the way.
that's okay. I know. My son wanders into my lives all the times.
Yeah.
I
He's a cutie.
ordered some stuff from Walmart, and it was supposed to come anytime between 11 and 1, and it got delivered. So I messaged him, hey, get the cold stuff for me.
Oh, good.
So-
Yeah.
And his dog followed him up here. He's just trying to get his dog to come back with him.
He's a good guy. I mean,
Yeah, they adopted. This was with his ex-wife. They adopted the dog. They walked in and said, okay, who's the dog that's been stuck here the longest?
no.
And that's the one they adopted.
When I worked at the cat shelter, there were certain people who would come in on a regular basis and say, okay, which cats have been here the longest, and they'd take them home. It was
Mhm.
lovely.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
And then there goes my dog just behind me right now.
Look at that tail.
Yeah,
Aw.
she's a Great Pyrenees something else mix. I'm not
Oh,
sure what the
that's
something
right.
Too
else is.
beautiful.
Yeah, she looks like a way too white, way too large German Shepherd at the moment to me. As
What am
much
I
as anything.
saying? No, it's not you. It's Margaret who also has a Great Pyrenees.
Oh, okay.
She
Oh,
does.
Mm.
I spoke to her yesterday. I was like, I asked you. No, wait, I'm missing too many.
yeah.
But amazing, you guys have. I mean, they're
Yeah.
they're good dogs. Like, wow.
Oh, they
Beautiful.
are. They're interesting. They're not like other dogs. And people like to adopt them because they're big, fluffy things. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
big
they,
bears, right?
I love
But-
them. It's just a big teddy bear. And the thing is, they are livestock guardians. They
Excellent.
bark half the night. Easy.
Mhm.
My dog likes to bark at wild animals that I'm not hearing and my rooster crowing. And so it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden, my dog is barking very loudly, very deep throatedly. Woof, 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 woof. And I'm like, I could never live like that.
It's a good bark. It's a good bark. Hey, that kind of bark is so much easier to listen to than the little yappy guy that I have,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's something
'Cause he's
nice and
Chihuahua
comforting
and
about deep
Pomeranian,
bark.
and that's just very yappy. Yeah.
Beth
Yeah.
has a Chihuahua. Yeah, it's a Chihuahua, right, Beth?
I do. Yes, I
Okay.
have a Chihuahua and I have a Shepherdor that looks like a black lab.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh. A wet
Bentley,
adore?
my Shepherdor.
Oh.
His mother was a chocolate lab and his father was a shepherd. I believe it
Ooh.
may have been a Malinois shepherd,
Okay.
Okay.
and he looks just like a black lab.
My first Pyrenees was a Pyrador, and she was a black lab Pyrenees, and so she looked like a black Great Pyrenees. To be honest, she had the build of a Pyrenees, she had the fur of a Pyrenees, but she was black.
Mhm.
Pretty.
And a friend of mine who had a lab, first time she met Mary, she's like, "Oh my goodness, what do you do to make her coat so beautiful? My lab doesn't look anything like this." And I said, "Well, she's not pure lab because she had like inch long hair and thick undercoat, and labs don't do that." And she's like, how do you make your dog look so good? I'm like, she's got more fur than your dog.
Yeah.
But there were all these things she did, and I kept going, that
That's
must
it.
be a Pyrenees thing because I've never had a lab do that. And then when I had a real Pyrenees, a purebred, I was like, Pyrenees, Pyrenees, Pyrenees. Yep, those are all Pyrenees things.
Oh
They're just,
I woke him up.
aw,
This is Yodi.
Yodi.
This is
He
Yodi.
looks like Yoda
Yes.
with his
Aw.
ears.
Cutie baby.
Oh, big yawn.
Look at those big
yawn.
ears.
Oh,
Love on him.
He is a love.
My
He is my
stepmother
little-
just
my little
adopted a
baby.
Chihuahua,
Mm.
and she
My
got it home.
my husband.
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say my
I was
stepmother just adopted one, and it ran off when they got it home. It slipped its leash. If they didn't
Oh.
live in a security provided assisted living facility, they never would have found it again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Security
you're
caught it for
tired.
them and brought it to them. So
There is a basket next to my desk.
mhm.
And I had my own really nice blanket that he claimed, and so now
Yeah.
it goes into the basket,
Right,
and
Mhm.
right.
that's now where he likes to just, oh, you just keep yawning, little buddy.
Mm.
Show him your little teeth.
How
Oh,
much
yeah.
does he weigh? Do you know?
He
Pretty
is
big for a Chihuahua.
just under 7, about 7 pounds.
Oh, he
wow.
weighs less than my cats. That's so
Yeah.
cute.
He weighs less than
Yes, because my
Wombo.
our cat is 20 pounds.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
It looks like a black panther roaming through our house.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Big boy.
Oh, what do they call that? House panthers. Yeah. I've had that because my
Oh,
granddaughter
where you
has
going?
one that's just like that, black and
Going
just
this way?
huge
Go.
and beautiful. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
so
Like that.
animals, it brings you joy, right? Like the two of you.
Definitely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, stating the obvious here, but my last question, which I haven't asked, actually, I didn't ask exactly what brought you joy, specifically, Julie, because Lisa, I love the way you explain how joy is kind of like a choice, or like
Mhm.
the way you explained it was great. But what about you, Julie? What brings you joy?
Well, I feel like I irritate a lot of people. Like I've had a lot of people who are really negative in my life. And it's like I feel like I irritate them because I am easily joyful, and I'm easily amused. And I mean, like having a really good conversation with somebody brings me joy. Creating something brings me joy. Adopting the 2 cats, brought me joy. And I just enjoy them
Mhm.
so much. And so I don't know if it's just that I'm easily pleased or what, but that seems to have been like a burr under the saddle for people I've had in my life, like my mother and my ex-husband, because I don't think they understood it. They didn't know how to be even happy.
Hmm.
So I don't know. For me, I guess because I get very into the moment and, like doing the live with Lisa at night, it's just, and you're deeply engaged and you're exchanging thoughts and stuff. That kind of stuff brings me joy. Yeah.
That's great, and we're I love
Mhm.
it too. And you guys, if people, I mean, we already have I'm saying already, we have 83 people with us in the chat, so that's
Oh, wow.
amazing. You guys, if you don't follow Julie Elder and Lisa Joy, you can look, their name are at the top of the window, and you can press and subscribe, and then you'll get the notification at night when they go and they do the bedtime on the porch that I mentioned. Right now it's not on the porch because it's too
Yeah.
cold, but
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was too windy today.
but it's still fun because then you'll get to see all the little. I can't say the
I'd
name.
like to get, I'm
Local-
not gonna say the name, but a shout out to my sister who has joined.
Hello. Hi, Beth sister.
Whoa. Hi, Beth sister. Okay,
You
now
have
I'm
to
gonna.
feel sorry for the people that don't get Julie's joy, because those are
What?
people who don't
Yes.
value connection.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
And that has to be one of the big ways. Julie is a very giving person, and she's,
Yes.
so it people who don't get Julie must be really sad people. That's all I've got to say about it.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
You
it's
are a
funny.
happy person.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I am.
We're gonna give you that.
Aw.
No, it's a better choice. It's a better choice than,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, there's been a lot of trauma in my life, but that stuff goes away when I'm connecting, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely can relate.
Mm,
Absolutely can relate. So
yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
I love it.
Oh. No, but
So-
I mean,
Then tacos.
So and remember, she has she's got a lot of her chickens for sale.
Yes,
Oh,
I've
yes.
got
Chickens and
chickens,
bees and bunnies. Oh my.
Show
chickens and bunnies.
show another chicken for us,
Okay,
because I love them.
okay, well, let's see. There's a chicken.
Yes.
There's a chicken.
Salt
I think
And
that is
there's
incredibly
and
creative.
pepper.
Yes.
Some of them I
I
fell in
love
love
it.
with their expressions, and like this one,
That's so
this one's
cute. Yeah.
mine. She is mine. No one can have her.
Ah.
I just
I was
like
about to
her
ask, like, is there
expression.
one that you just want to keep and that's not going away? But there it is.
Yeah. See, she's got this little upturned beak thing going, and she's just got this little bit of an attitude to her, and it's like,
Yeah.
my
Sassy.
chicken.
And this one, she looks curious to me. She's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just
Like
they.
that.
I love it.
What happens with, it's gonna sound strange, and maybe I just don't have enough experience, but when I get the eyes in and pull the head together, the way that his eyes are hard and everything else is soft, they'll get into a position and kind of shift a little, and then you're stuck with what the face is, if unless you start pushing too hard, it gets worse. And so you end up with them all having this innocent, unique expression each time, because
Yeah. Yeah.
just the way the interior hardware hits and settles in, you end up with just
Come on.
so
We wanted to
everybody.
hear that you've carefully fashioned each expression. We don't want to hear this
No,
all the time.
Mhm.
I try hard to at least let them be even and not look totally lopsided, but that's about the best I get. They're
Yeah.
their own little individuals in a way, because everything is done one stitch at a time. So
Mm.
there's no way, no matter how hard I try, where two of them
Ooh,
are
that's
ever
like
going to be
life.
exactly alike.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's
You never know
you
how
just
it's gonna
can't
turn
do
out.
that. So, every single stitch means something, and that also means I tend to do things with some level of intentionality, where
Mhm.
when I mean, like I just told So I've torn apart the head to her cat. I don't know how many times already. I know.
No, but it's okay. I wanted to actually torn my real cat's head this morning because he's been acting up because of the spring, and I'm
Oh.
not kidding. Okay, look, he attacked me, so
Yeah.
I'm currently on the behavioral modification plan with him,
Mhm.
and so, but don't worry. When I get your cat for mine, I'll make sure that it's saved and that But my cat is just these
Her
days.
cat will behave. The one she makes you, it will behave. You will
Yeah.
not have
Yes, it
issues, I
will.
promise. These guys have been very well behaved as chickens. I mean,
Hi, Lynn. I'm just saying. Somebody said Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Yes.
But yeah, that after we get offline, I'm going to try to do your cat's head again, as long as Lombok stays still and gives me a good model. And I
But
just
please,
have to figure
Lisa,
out.
don't spend too many hours because then you'll be working for less than $1
Oh, I
an
know,
hour.
Right,
I
I know,
know.
yeah.
It's just, especially when someone decides to get art from me. I've also done visual art before. I get so obsessed with trying to make it as perfect as I can, because it means something to me that somebody trusts me with their money to create something for them. So I want to be sure I give
Mhm.
them something that's lasting and right and meaningful.
Hmm. Well, I'll be honest. It's not just about the art, also, but I find you're such a joyful person, and I love your bedtime
Thank
routine.
you.
Mhm.
I need to support Lisa and her work because
Aw, thank
but
you.
I do want to have a cat, like for sure. But for me, it's
Yeah.
like a win-win situation because I think that a lot of people here on Substacks are creators. We're smaller creators, but we do enjoy what we do.
Mhm,
Right.
And by the way, shout out to Nick Perro, who's also supporting this platform, Sick of This
Hey,
Shit
Nick.
publication. If you don't subscribe already to Sick of This Shit publication, please do. And to my lovely, beautiful best friend, co-host Beth, Julie
Mhm.
Elder, and Lisa Joy.
Thank you.
think we have.
Thanks for having us. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
so glad we did this. I
Yeah.
really appreciate learning more about what you're doing. Really,
I feel bad that I took up
love
most
that.
of the time. I'm sorry.
No,
I-
no,
I-
no, no,
That
no.
Because
just
you're more
means you
interesting
got to
than
come
me.
back.
That's all.
Okay.
You just got to come back.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I've seen Julie. Oh wait. Okay. I was like,
What?
it stopped. I've seen Julie with a glass of wine, so we should have a tour de grade second time.
Mm. There we go.
I did that one at 9 a.m. and by 10, I mean I hadn't eaten anything, and I was like, ooh.
We
I
discussed
was
our
like,
love
okay.
of wine, and it was
not Sosa was like, let's what about wine? I said I can do wine, but then I didn't think of the time she's 3 hours ahead.
Right.
I'm like, I'm gonna be wine tasting at 9 a.m.
Yeah. I think that's a
And
legit
then-
thing to do because at that moment you lived in somebody else's time,
Yeah, there you go.
And probably
That's not
I'm
yours.
thinking because I hadn't eaten, this probably
Yeah.
could taste it better, right? Right.
It's
Thank
5
you.
o'clock somewhere. That's what they always say.
Right. For sure.
I took one for the team.
There you go.
yeah. And plus, I couldn't because I was gonna go get my daughter at school, and I was gonna drive. So I was like, I poured myself some apple juice, and I was like, okay, we have to have another one later, so I can,
Yeah.
you won't be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well,
a later
What
one.
you guys need to do is do a late one right before we have our show, so she and I can be mildly sloshed by the time we start.
Oh my God, that is a date. We're setting that up.
Wow.
Only mildly.
Wine on the porch.
Yeah,
Mildly.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We've done the
Okay.
gummy
Well-
thing. We've done, yeah.
Okay,
We'll come
well,
swing on the porch.
yeah.
Great.
So a wine on the porch. Okay, we will. I'm making a note. If I can do some last publicity, next week we're gonna have our good friend Brendan,
cool.
who is. I don't want to say his last name because sometimes I botch it. Like it's like I think it's Elric or Elrich. Elrich.
It's
Elrich?
Brendan Elrich.
Elrich. Okay, so
Elrich,
Brendan,
yeah.
we're gonna be dyeing eggs.
We love him.
Oh, cool.
We are doing Easter eggs with Brandon. I'm pretty excited about that. That'll be
I
fun.
keep trying to get him to do a cheesecake with me.
He's one of my very favorite people on Substack, honestly. He's just the
Aw.
sweetest
He's a
and the
very sweet
funniest.
guy.
He
and
is amazing.
Yeah,
such a
he
good
is.
heart. He's a
I'd
good
like to
heart.
get him to meet me in person.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh.
cool.
So and then at night, it's April 1st, but it's not what is it called? The fish
April Fool's Day?
April Fool, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm really tired today. I'm like, ugh. So but at night we'll be doing our first time for karaoke. So
Oh,
it'll be
wow.
Fun.
30 Eastern, yes.
How do you do karaoke if you're not the person hosting it?
Well, I think we all we're here and we're cheering the person who's singing.
Okay,
But I mean,
so do people like find tracks to support themselves, or do they do it a cappella?
Well, we still have to sort of figure out the details, but I mean,
Okay.
so far what I've used is I put it like the music on my tab, and I'll obviously you need two devices, but I do have to be in touch with Fiona
Oh
Bridges.
my goodness.
Help me coast. Oh wait, what's happening?
Are we all still here?
Yep.
Yes.
We're discussing
But yeah.
karaoke now.
It'll be a fun tech event like usual, but I mean, Nick is not our dad, but he is super good at he's a tech wizard, and we're so grateful
As
to have
as
him.
Nick, we call him Dad, but he always says not your dad.
Yeah. He's younger than
Yeah,
me,
so-
for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
So
Than all of us, actually.
They're all younger.
So-
They're
Oh,
all
really?
younger than me.
He has
Oh,
a
yeah.
good voice for being on, His voice is a nice resonance or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I want to
used sing.
reassure everybody I will not be doing karaoke, but I will be there cheering on everyone.
You might
But
have to
that
remind me
has-
to join in.
She has been putting herself out there because she sends us recording of her doing fun karaoke. And I'm saying us, that it was in a very small little group. And it's awesome. I love it. I mean,
Really,
And to Nick, Stephanie Wilson, Dr. Steph, and to So. I mean, I'll just send these things to them on a private chat, but I'm laughing because I don't sing well, but I'm that person that loves to sing that you wish didn't like to sing so much.
No, but you get
Because
you're
when
in tune. You're in tune, so that's
In tune's a good thing.
And
In
I'm just-
tune, I've known
it's
some
not that
unintunes.
way though, and I'm just having a good time though, as
That's the
I'm
important bit.
injuring people around me.
It's important.
I'm gonna
though.
keep doing it.
You're having joy doing it, right?
yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
There we go.
You're taking time for life. There we go.
In the Okay, Monica. Monica did. She says she's still humming Harper Valley PTA. I sent that to my sister.
Oh,
I
that's
sent
funny.
it to. I sent it to Courtney and her mom. Thanks, Monica.
Julie likes to
Oh,
try to
fun.
talk me into singing on the show.
Oh, I always get her to sing.
That's fun. Oh,
Fun.
it's great. I'm
That's a
glad you
pretty
guys
voice.
are on the porch sharing joy. That's glad to have you guys. Yeah.
Thank
So
you
I
for
think we're
having
gonna
me.
have. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we go? Because it is.
No, I don't want to take you
We
too
have
long.
already. We're over 6 minutes. Oh my god! No, fun. Live stream.
That's how exciting we are. That's the thing, Yeah.
This is
It's
kind of
actually
fun. We're just
minutes.
in and out, right? We're just like
That
popping
is
in, popping
interesting.
out.
We've all done that. Yeah. It's pretty, except for So. Do you feel left out, So? Because you haven't like popped out and back in?
That's okay though, because I'm hosting, so I'm
Yeah,
glad.
well,
Believe me,
true.
I don't want that to happen. You should have seen last week.
Yeah, right.
Last week, you were there. I lost power, like the whole. I mean, nothing, no more electricity in the house, and then I was like, at least I had the 5G on my phone, and I was like, Nick, help me! KR is on he's on the show by himself in the room. He doesn't know what to do. So he saved the day, and they ended up talking about that stuff, and
Yeah,
it was great.
Just
So,
go
yeah.
with it. Whatever happens, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
This is not, what do you call it, mainstream media, or
No.
Right.
this is just us
Not
being
me.
crazy. Way
What?
what did you freeze? Beth is
No, I didn't
frozen.
freeze.
No, Beth
Oh,
is
Beth might be
frozen.
frozen. Yeah, Beth is frozen, I think.
Yeah, it's like
And Julie likes
I love to pretend to be frozen. It's one of my favorite things is to pretend to be frozen because I leave Lisa going, "What is she really? Is she? I don't know. Can you tell?" It's one of
Yeah,
the joys
now
of
I
my
sit there
life.
when she does that and I
Beth
go,
is really frozen.
is she blinking? If she's blinking, she's not really frozen. And I sit there and I do the stare down to see which one of us blinks first. It's
Oh,
because she's so good at it.
okay, what's going on?
Oh,
Oh.
She
I
likes
don't want
to
to
mess
end
with
the
my head.
stream with Beth not there saying at least hello. Ha! Yes.
She's back, kind of. Hurry up and say goodbye.
I'm over
before she
here
thinks she's
singing
gone.
Frozen. I'm gonna let it go. I'm
No.
singing Frozen. Yeah.
It's also fun to pretend like the sound went away, so you're going like,
Oh my god. Okay, we
Julie.
definitely have to have you guys back.
"Oh, shut up now."
Okay,
I'm
so
over here wanting to know
everyone
if
in the
anybody
chat,
wants to build a snowman.
Beth, take it away.
Sorry.
Close the show by singing.
Oh, take
Let
what
it
away?
go.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
All right, we're
must
gonna
be my
let
sound.
it go.
My sound
let
is
it
going
go.
out.
Everybody, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you
for
so much,
joining.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
Love
for
you.
having us.
Love
Thank
your
you so
show.
much, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
And remember, Beth,
What?
you have to take. That's what she said. You were gonna.
Time for life.
Yeah, don't forget to take time for life.
Like
Time for
what?
life.
My medicine is sitting here on the counter. What? It's the old lady thinking I've got going on. What? My blood
Tell me
pressure
about it.
medicine?
What did
Tell
I
me about
forget this time?
I was like, take what? Oh yeah, time for life. That's why we're here.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
you guys.
Squirrel.
And I'm ending. Bye bye.
And
You
what
guys
a time
can
it's
say if you
been.
want. Just a second. And